so much for tuning into today's show. I'm Lauren J., your host, and this is Dorado County's Foothill 7. And on today's show, we've got Oakridge High School's Art Media Club. And do you guys want to introduce yourself really quick?
Yeah, my name is Garrett.
I'm Josh.
I'm Tao.
Ron Thomas.
I'm Pavi. And I'm Brandon.
Thanks. Okay, so you're here today to talk about a music video that you wrote the music for, wrote the lyrics, videoed, produced, and you're now kicking some serious tail on YouTube views. Can you tell me a little bit about the video?
Yeah, in the video, it shows a student kind of being as an outcast, and what that student does, he wants to be like a little different. So he wants to be like, so we see a character arc from him observing people, and so by the end of the video, we see his character arc completely go from an outcast to being somebody who is like epic.
Awesome. The name of the video is Making History, and so through the course of the video, essentially you see this character going from just being to being totally epic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, awesome. So we're going to check that video out right now. Take a look.
Yeah, it was dark for a minute. Haters gon' hate, lost my spark for a minute. Yeah, and I was off for a minute. But it's a new day, and now your boy's back up in it. Let's get it for all the older felt voiceless. The ones that never realize and recognize their choices. The ones that go against the grain, maintaining who they really are. So far, I see you, please believe you are a superstar. Love you just the way you are. Sing it like I've already gonna make history. Listen, are you hearing me? Hey.
I'm making history, and this ain't just for me. I'm gonna live, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna set it on fire. And if you believe in me, put your hands up and scream. I'm gonna live, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna set it on fire. I'm gonna live, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna set it on fire.
Make history. Check the timeline, I'm in a mystery. Now with the greatest, just they mention me. Check the movement, flow fluid. Yeah, I heard him say I couldn't do it. Now the Bay Boys on fire. Let's take it high, do the why. Won't stop until we break the ceiling. Started from the bottom is how we keep winning. More than a feeling, but so glad that you're feeling it. So much inspiration every time that you're hearing it. No fearing it, it was written so it's meant to be. So every word I speak is just another piece of history.
I'm making history, and this ain't just for me. I'm gonna live, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna set it on fire. And if you believe in me, put your hands up and scream. I'm gonna live, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna set it on fire. I'm gonna live, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna set it on fire.
We're about to set the world on fire. We're about to set the world on fire. Be bold, be brave, be who you are. Cause yes, you're a champion, you're a true superstar. Be bold, be brave, be who you are. Cause yes, you're a champion, you're a true superstar. 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 Yeah, I like the way this one feels, KB. They won't forget us after this one for sure. Let's go!
I'm making history, and this ain't just for me. I'm gonna live, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna set it on fire. And if you believe in me, put your hands up and scream. I'm gonna live, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna set it on fire. I'm gonna live, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna set it on fire. You're a champion, you're a true superstar.
Guys, that's rad. I literally am
Thanks.
so in love with this video. I am, like, as of right now, making it my life anthem, just so you know. It makes me want to be epic. So I want to know a little bit about how this video came about.
So it came about with the Art Media Club, which came from the beginning of the year. We actually had no idea what we were doing. It's a completely new club this year. I was a new student, and I started it with Mr. Balzer. Then we got these goons around, which they've helped me so much this whole entire year. Garrett, Josh, and Brandon have been since like the beginning. We've made a few videos before, which one had to do with another anti-bullying message. That's kind of what we strive for, is like an anti-bullying kind of like vibe, and trying to make everyone feel like comfortable and like happy with what they are doing, and
Awesome.
make everyone feel accepted. So that's kind of how this video began. This concept began when Mr. Thomas and Mr. Balzer wrote this song, and we're like, this song's so good, like we should have a video for our like ending, like end of the year, like hoorah. And so we just kind of put it together.
Just kind of put it together because it's not completely awesome. It's fine. We just threw something together, just a little something. So you do other videos for the Art Media Club.
Yes.
What kind of, I mean, aside from the inspirational, just love who you are, don't pick on other people, what other kind of videos do you do? Or is that the general gist of your subject matter?
We have a series of music videos that Brandon Mills is in one as well, his little band. And we've actually sent, like, Ethnic Blend.
Shout out, Ethnic Blend. Are you on Facebook?
Yeah, we're on Facebook,
They're on Facebook.
Twitter, Instagram.
Check them out.
Hit it up. Just go see.
And we've actually, like, there were, like, 30-minute sessions during lunch where we just make a music video. And we've actually, like, we helped someone submit it to a contest, and she's going to Tennessee for, like, music camp. So
That's
we've been,
incredible.
like, yeah, there's just, like, a bunch of stuff going on.
You guys are seriously moving mountains. That's really rad. Yay, good job. So the original inspiration for this song in particular, is that Mr. Thomas?
I guess for me, I truly feel that everyone has greatness within them. So we really began with that piece. And for me, it's really about identifying that greatness. And once we identify that greatness, the second piece is to begin to share it. And that's, I think, where we were with Pavi in the video. At some point, he began to realize that he has greatness within him. And at the climax of the video, he gets to the point where he wants to share it. And once you share it is when I think that you can make history, because you begin to change your environment, you begin to change culture, and you begin to inspire other individuals.
Absolutely.
So that was the inspiration. I'm always inspired by our students. Want them always to be bold and brave and to be who they are. So I'm inspired by them all day, every day. So they inspired this song and then created an amazing video.
That's beautiful. I think you're really onto something super huge with this, because I've noticed in a lot of our society, we find so many excuses to kind of pick on ourselves. Mm-hmm. We're always like, no, I'm totally ugly. Or no, there's always something that we can talk bad about ourselves. But every single person, like you said, has this greatness inside of them that's waiting for us to say, hey, I see you. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to share you. And I think that's so important that we're losing in general. And so I thank you so much for bringing that out in students and challenging them to accept and share their greatness.
Absolutely.
That's very cool.
And the other thing to mention is that one of the things that we find is that sometimes our students will wait until they leave high school, or maybe it's after college, or maybe they don't find it at all, but to really empower them that in that setting to identify who they are as individuals. And again, Pavi did a great job of acting that piece out as well. So really proud of our learning community and the students here today.
That's awesome. And I don't know if this is a question that you can answer, or if one of the others can, but within the entire production of the video, it wasn't just you guys. There were more people involved. How many people within, or I guess you can give me a ballpark number, or kind of groups of people were involved in creating this video?
Tal, you want
to? Well, it basically started when we wanted to make the video, and this was most of the whole group that we were basically going into our classroom at lunch and sometimes at break, and would just like brainstorm different ideas, like, oh, that'd be really cool if we could do that.
So
that
you
would
guys
be
are
really
like
cool
the
if we could do
epicenter
that.
of everything that happened.
Yeah, we're just kind of like trying to brainstorm stuff, and then to put it together, we would, for some of the shots, we would go out at lunch or break and try to get a bunch of people just like pumped up, trying to get them to be happy and like be in the video and be involved.
That's awesome. So how many different groups of people were involved? So you have the musicians, the production team, the video team.
Well, we had a lot. Mr. Thomas was with Brandon and Kevin Balzer. They all produced the music, and that took, I don't know, a long time just to put that all together. It was many different versions, and there was also us, the video team, me and Garrett mostly. We'd be behind the camera and sometimes in front of the camera just for some little background shots. But and then Tao basically helped us out with pretty much everything. She was always putting in comments saying, "Oh, that would look really cool if we did that," and helping us out with cameras and stuff like that.
Creative director, kind of.
Yeah, and then Mr. Thomas, Brandon, and Pavi, they were all, of course, in the video.
Who else was in the video with them?
The Acostas.
Yes, the Acostas, Alex Mills, a bunch of people just all in the band, and then also when we went out to lunch, we'd always ask people to, come over here. We're shooting a video. If you want to be in a video.
So just random people out at lunch. Yeah. Awesome.
Yep, just try to get as many people as we could.
Awesome. Very cool. So thanks, guys. If you were in that video, thank you for being in that video. You made it awesome. What were your favorite parts? What are your favorite parts of the video? I know I have a couple that I love. Parts of the video, parts of the song.
I don't know. I just like the whole thing with
that part where I looked really great the whole time. That was.
But I don't know. I just like the whole feeling of the diary throughout the whole thing. It's just kind of like you're documenting how you're going to become great. And I was in the back of my head, I had people that always told me to do that, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what my life should be, but I'm not really doing it. So I started doing that. But yeah, it was just I liked the whole message with the diary. Just you are making history. You're putting ink on paper, and you're making yourself something.
And you're living your own history.
Exactly.
You're creating it. You're creating something. Very cool. Does anybody else have anything that you want to talk about? Favorite parts?
I think for me, the favorite part was the performance scene, just because it began rather rocky. Everyone was late. It was cold that night. And there was one point where I was just going to make the executive decision to just not do it. It's this is not happening.
So you're talking about the part where you're in the stadium.
Right. I'm sorry. Yes, when we're in the stadium.
You're
exactly.
Playing okay.
And there were so many people there at the beginning, but we were all late, so they all left.
Oh,
and
no.
and it was just, I walked up and I thought, okay, it's not going to happen tonight. And everyone else was thinking, okay, well, let's just do it. And I thought, this will be the worst video ever. Because no one was really feeling it. But then, I don't know.
Then it came together.
Yeah, it came together. The lights came on. We began to record. And then it just all came together. Yeah, exactly.
Which really, 10, that's not that bad.
Right.
Right? I mean, I know your voice is probably because you're singing along. And
no.
were you? I would be. I don't know.
Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I was singing along.
Okay. Awesome. Do you guys have any things that you wanted to add?
Oh, you good?
Personally, my favorite part is at the end when Kelsey, the girl, picks up the book. I always get chills there because the whole message of sharing, you're sharing what you've learned, and to comment on that night that Mr. Thomas just said. I didn't think it was gonna happen either. I was there at 6, setting up, and everyone's like, "Oh, I'll be there at 9," and 9 rolls around, no one's
You're
here.
Nope.
9:30, because we told a group of people because we were gonna have a group of people originally to come, and everyone was there, and then they're like, "Mr. Thomas isn't here," and so they all left, and then I was so surprised to have it happen, but I was so excited. But after we got into it, it was so fun.
And it came together.
It came together. That's the
Awesome.
most important part.
Awesome. Do you guys have anything?
Well, I think my favorite parts were when we thought of a shot and we're like, that might not happen. And then we got out there, and we were still like, that I don't know how that turned out. And then all of a sudden, we looked at the footage and we ran it over and put it together, and it turned out so
It's
good.
just rad. Yeah.
We never thought it would
I love that.
turn out like that. Like some parts we were thinking about totally different plans, but somehow we just made it work and it turned out.
And it turned out. It
Yeah.
really did. Did you have anything, Brandon? Garrett, I'm sorry. Do you have anything? Phil?
For me, I like the storyline pieces
Uh-huh.
of them. So my favorite shots are like the library scene in the beginning where he picks up the book, and then
One
also
of my favorites.
I love the closure too when Kelsey like picks up the book because it's like it carries on the story. It's like everybody tell their story, you know what I mean? And it's really awesome. So.
Very cool. So I have to tell you guys, I have two favorite parts. I think you're going to steal the show. I love the lyrics move me. And I'm a music person anyway, so I super dig the melody. I super dig just everything about it, how it goes from the rap to you busting out, just like throwing the hands up. I love that so much. I just get so excited watching it. But some of the lyrics, like the hook part, I'm making history. I'm going to live. I'm going to learn. I'm going to set it on fire. That right there kind of like, I have some tear things happening, and I'm not even being obnoxious right now about this. I really, it makes my heart swell 15 times bigger than it should be. I love it. I love it. And I was telling them earlier that this is my new life anthem, and really, that's all you can ask from life. I'm going to live, I'm going to learn, I'm going to set it on fire. Like, thank you. Ooh, I just hit my mic. The second part is be bold, be brave, be who you are. The end. The end. That is my favorite. Okay. Sorry. I'm getting all emotional. What is the most rewarding thing that has come from this video so far?
Well, the most rewarding thing for me is I think it's awesome because we get to see all the reaction of everybody and stuff. I mean, me and him are in the editing room, whatever, and we say like, oh man, I don't know if it's gonna like get the attention that I think we wanted it to, and I think the best thing is to seeing everybody's face and be like, everybody's sharing it, everybody's just saying this is actually really freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So that's what I got to say about that.
Is
Um,
the most rewarding thing that has come from doing this video?
the most rewarding thing is, well, one of them actually is just how it turned out. It was when it turned out, everybody was saying, how did you make it such good quality? I mean, it looks like a production team was there and you were doing it for like months.
Right.
But it was actually just like 3 weeks of planning, and then also just what Garrett said, seeing everybody's reactions. And when we were watching it in our classrooms, after it, everybody was clapping and they're like just so happy about it, and it
You
turned
guys
out
are rock
great.
stars.
I think like the thing is there's a lot of people that think they're like too cool for school, so they think this stuff is like so lame, and like they're like, oh, that's like not cool, that's not my thing. But it's like I see that as a spectrum, and there's like gonna be kids that you can never reach no matter
Right.
what you do. But like knowing that you've reached the middle, like I see people in class, I see people like tweeting it or like Facebooking it, and knowing those people usually wouldn't do this kind of thing, that's what's like most rewarding for me, is like getting that middle and pushing them to the side where it's like where we are. But like there's always like people you're never going to reach, but reaching the middle is definitely the most rewarding for me.
You guys have found a place that you've taken a relevant type of music, and it's not like cheese ball, like, hey, we're going to sing about being positive. You're actually bringing a great product to people, and I think that touches a lot more people than and will continue to than I think you even realize now.
I guess as a musician, you pour your heart and soul into what you do and into lyrics that you create. So at the beginning, when Kevin Balzer and I sat down, we talked about concepts and we talked about how we wanted to inspire and how we wanted to create a message. But as the old people on campus, we didn't want to be preachy. So we wanted it to be accepted in a way that our students would say, this is cool, it has a great message, and and we want to listen to it over and over again. So for it to touch our students, but also to receive emails and text messages from individuals outside of our learning community about how it has inspired or impacted their lives in just a short amount of time is extremely rewarding.
That's awesome. Very awesome. I don't know if you had anything else to add, but I have one last question for you. For you, whenever, if you want to go ahead and add your rewarding part.
I don't know. It was just kind of like surreal seeing the video because I've always wanted to do a music video, and just like actually having it happen and having like the great team we had, and like the fact that we all worked together. It was just like really like dreamlike to actually have an actual music video with people that were actually capable of making the amazing music video we did.
And it is amazing. Like, it is professional grade, beautifully done. I'm so excited. So excited about it. I just want to go and share it to all of my Facebook people. Your voice is incredible. You did a great job. Where are you headed after this? This is a really quick question. Or what are you going to do? Continue with your group?
Well, we're all going to different schools. One's going to Folsom Lake, and one's going to University of Hawaii. So we're probably going to start coming back like during summer and trying to do more music. And I'm going off to ASU, and I'm going to try to do my music thing with a guy that's already there. So
awesome.
Hopefully that happens.
So you're going to keep going. So Pavi, was there anything as kind of the main character of the video that you found most rewarding that you've gathered from this?
I think what I thought was most rewarding was that for like after we finished the video, and then all the compliments I got from everyone, because I'm just like that loner kid walking around school, and like for one day everyone's just like high-fiving me, just giving me compliments. It actually felt really great for me.
Isn't that amazing? Thank you guys so much for being on. This is Oakridge's Art Media Club, and I'm so excited for everything that this means for your future, and for the right now and the inspiration that you'll bring to lots of people. Thank you so, so much for making it and for being here. This is Foothill 7, and we're in El Dorado County. You can visit us at foothill7tv.com.